tight season. It's simply because of the lack of petrol, PMS in our filling stations. If we can just drive in and out, get the product, and go about our lawful duties, I am so sure that some of this hike in prices in goods and services in the market will be very, very uncalled for. But what will the marketer do that has to travel from here to just to get Irish potato, for instance, and come back to Abuja? Probably on a good day when fuel is available, she spends, let's say, 5,000 to and from. But now she's got to spend like 7, 8, 9, 10,000. That's the money for 2 trips, if you ask me. Definitely, if she comes back, the customer will actually bear the brunt, in price increase. So the fuel queues are becoming so longer. Anyway, I won't be doing the talking alone. Once my colleague, join me on the show talking about Lucy Agba, we will be able to dissect some of these issues. She will share her own experiences like I just did with mine. All right, on New Day this morning on PTV, we will be taking a very quick report talking about our weather reports. Let's see what the weather condition will look like today in and around the country. And don't also forget, like we always tell you on this show, the weather is becoming hazy and harsh. Be careful, be careful, be careful, because any little thing can actually cause a spark, and that could be so noxious to probably people around you and probably what you'll be doing at that point in time. So be very, very careful and ensure that before you leave the house, you switch off everything that has to do with electric connection and all of that. Ensure that everything is safe before you leave the house. And while you're away, also ensure that you are safety conscious, because you don't know what the next man around you is actually up to. All right, let's take these weather reports. And when we come back, we'll be looking into the nitty-gritty of fuel scarcity in Nigeria. Don't forget, we produce this product according to the people in government, but we are lacking the products that we claim we are producers. All right, weather reports, and I will be right back with Lucy Agba.
Along the traffic that came from Gwarimpa, the entrance of Gwarimpa, all the way outside, it's quite scaring, very scary. Then when you get to the Kado, Kuchi, Jahi axis, there's another mega station, NNPC mega station. The traffic came all the way up most to Deeper Life and all that. It's quite scary, and you begin to ask yourself, Nigerians are going to be traveling for Christmas. What is going to happen? What are we going to do? And I fear for those that will go on public transport, because one thing that has been the trend over time, I think the only time we did not experience that was 2 years ago and some time of last year, where the administration then ensured that there was no hike in transportation. But usually you travel to, let's say, your village for 3,000 naira. When you're coming back, you pay as much as 15,000 naira. 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we had families who were trapped up at the village. They just couldn't come back because everything skyrocketed. We had people who started coming back in February. Children missed out in school and all that. And one thing I asked myself, I am actually looking at doing a feature today on a special today on the fuel scarcity thing. One thing I asked myself, the administration, when they came, one thing they said predominantly was the fact that it was going to be PMS.
Yeah, they said so.
Nigerians
and it's going to be sold
for
45 naira.
Yes, it was going to be cheap. It was going to be available. There was misappropriation of fund. That was why we didn't have the PMS. There was corruption here and there. And how many months down the line, the PMS is even getting more scarce than it used to be. And I know that, like you said, it's not only touching us on transportation level, even our feeding lifestyle and
feeding
everything,
lifestyle.
everything is going bad. And Nigerians are actually going through a very hard time this time of the day.
I would like it or not, Lucy, this issue is worth talking about, for a very long time.
For as long as we do not have queues anymore.
Can you imagine how long the queues are this morning?
Do you forget how you and I got fuel last week?
I decided to drive past the police headquarters, coming through Transcorp and all of that. You needed to see how people are suffering seriously.
A neighbor of mine told me how he got fuel yesterday. He said he actually went to one of the mega stations. He left his home at 5. He got there and he met guys who were there since the previous day. And I said, yes. It has happened to me some months back where I actually went to the opposite of towers. I was there till about 1 a.m. And it was obvious that they were not going to sell. They said they were going to start selling at 5. I asked myself, will I going to lose my sleep and be in this place till 5? And there were pockets of ladies. You don't see ladies on such things. There were pockets of ladies here and there. And for some reasons, I do not believe in the black market. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't have the kind of fund to buy black markets. But I have seen people whose engine has knocked because they bought black markets. And I just don't want to do the black market.
Yeah, that reminds me, Lucy. We actually boarded a taxi sometime late last week. And the taxi guy was telling us, because his vehicle was just jacking and all of that. So I said, what happened? So he just bought a black market fuel, and before he knew it, the whole thing, and the whole thing was like so painful. But we will not also take it off the hands of these black marketers. The filling stations don't have fuel to dispense.
The black
marketers have fuel to dispense.
How do they
the
get
irony of it is that they do their black marketing business in front of
the filling station.
So who is saying what? And the Minister of State for Petroleum, talking about Dr. Kachukwu Ibe, is in Delta State chilling in his constituency now and giving a directive for a special supply for fuel. So I don't know how all these things work. Will you be in your village and be dishing out instructions where you are not there to monitor how those instructions are actually going to play out and all of that? So there are a whole lot of hand pockets.
Last week he was saying that the refineries are not working. Of course, we know they are not working in full capacity. I begin to ask myself, the administration, when it was coming on board, made it look as if in the next 3 months refineries were going to be working.
He should not be telling us that the refineries are not working. I remembered while he was being screened by the senators some couple of months back before his appointment, he told us that Kaduna Refinery was working at 96%.
No, he mentioned Kaduna, Port Harcourt, and Warri.
Yes,
that they are not. Last week he said they weren't. That they are going to bring in technical experts.
I wish I can lay my hands on that tape.
Yeah,
you understand? Yes, so that we can play it back.
No, we do have
so why will you tell us January is December and now you're telling us December is June?
We could play it tomorrow because he said that they were not working in full capacity. They were going to call for technical assistance.
He told us that Kaduna Refinery was working at 92%. I've forgotten Port Harcourt's refinery capacity and all of that. And today he's telling us a different story. And just yesterday also, he was also saying that in 365 days he's going to turn around, the NNPC and all of that.
Yes, I think also that they are just making bare wishes. That is what it is. It's different when you have facts and figures and you're just opposing that on your analogies and all of that. I think Nigerians are tired of just coming to say things because you know how to talk. We have a lot of very good talkers in the country. We need people who will match their words with action. And because of what we're seeing in the country now, a lot of persons are beginning to wonder, is this administration actually worth it after all? There are a lot of things. We thought by now we would have had an end to Boko Haram.
There are a whole lot of polar questions, Lucy, if you ask me. Especially when it comes to fuel issue.
And December does not have to be 31st of it.
There are a whole lot of polar questions. Like they said, because the oil price, the prices of crude oil dropped to 45 naira then, while the previous administration was still in power. They sang a whole lot of songs that this government should have been selling fuel for 30 naira now per liter,
and now they want to up
because the prices of crude oil has dropped and all of that. And today, the prices of crude oil, even the 2016 budget that the president will be presenting tomorrow, the benchmark they have is $38 per barrel. And yet we are buying fuel
at 87. And they are going to up it to 97 by January, by next year.
The same fuel subsidy that the previous administration attempted to remove, despite the fact that, yes, it removed it partially. That everywhere was agog and all of that. Hey, no, is it your father money and all of that? The same fuel subsidy is the same thing that these guys are planning to remove. So who is deceiving what? I think it's high time a Nigerian starts, juxtaposing and starts weighing who is telling us the truth and who is not. Enough of all this propaganda. We are not saying that. We are talking as citizens. We are not saying this all because we feel like saying this, but these are the truths on ground. We have facts. Everybody knows it, that this was what these guys promised. And 7 months down the line, there are no pointers to the fact that some of these things will actually come to fall.
My question is it that they just come on the podium and wish talk Nigerians, say pleasant things, and all of us say, yeah.
Propaganda flies.
Oh, yeah, of course, propaganda flies.
You are a media practitioner. You know the effects of propaganda.
Or is it that they do not do their research? Because it's easy for me to sit down, to call my colleagues and say, you see that Pius, he's a very bad person. I don't like him. This is what he said about you. And everybody just sway towards me because I've said a few things they like. And I tell them, don't worry, when I get to that level, or just give me some days, I will make you feel good. But you have forgotten that the resources you need to make that person feel good is not consistent. We're doing blackmailing politics, and I think it's something we need to begin to look at. Nigerians should not be brainwashed by things that people say. I think it's about time we begin to hold our rulers, our leaders, to their words. If I look forward to a Nigerian where when you don't meet your words, you actually resign.
Yeah, that is it in England? Is it in England or in the UK?
You see people, they resign.
Yeah, a prime minister just resigned yesterday.
That is what I'm saying. I look forward to where a president will say, look, I gave this and I am not matching it. Regardless of the problem, I take a bow.
They said in the first 3 months, the Chibok girls will return.
We haven't seen them.
Counting days, close to 1,000 days.
So just take it easy.
Yeah.
The system, they met a heightened corruption. And I say this corruption has been there. The previous administration didn't start
The corruption has been there even while the military were in power.
There.
So what are they telling us? So there's nothing new. So don't think about it as if it's something that just started yesterday.
You know what I like about all this play now? If it was a virgin hand like you and I, these guys are naive.
They don't know
These
anything.
are hands that are experienced. They've been in government. They came out.
In and out of government.
They are seated in government.
In and out of government. A one-time petroleum minister.
So why can't they make it work? If it was a youth, they'll say that the Nigerian youths are not ready for leadership. Just check them out. But these are guys that are involved. I think that whoever is listening to us at this time of the day, we should all put our hearts together. I always say that the citizenry position is a position of trust, is a position where nobody can take it away from you. I am a Nigerian, nobody can take it away from me. If I'm the president tomorrow, I will take a bow. I'll walk away from there. PMB will leave there one day. But one thing nobody can take away from him is the fact that he's a Nigerian. And on that platter of citizenship, we can pull a lot of string, Pius.
Definitely we can. The only solution now is just for us to find, for the government actually to go all out and get a lasting solution to all of this. This is one thing that we will not take away from the previous administration. Fuel supply was there. He did his best and all of that,
They did their best.
And I can tell you that every Nigerian who can analyze very, very well will tell us categorically that the last administration actually did well when it comes to fuel supply and all of that, despite the pocket of challenges here and there and all of that. But we just hope that this present government will sit up and give us promises that you can fulfill. It doesn't. If it's only
just
power,
bring one agenda.
If it's only power that you can fix in 4 years, just tell us. Not to concern with Boko Haram, we will try and protect the citizens.
As much as we can.
And do this. But Laito will give you power.
And you have
power 24/7. Then you work towards that in the next 4 years with a whole lot of zeal and all of that. But don't tell us that you do this. You bring back the Chibok girls in 3 months. They are nowhere to be found. 5,000 nowhere to be found. Feeding in school nowhere to be found. Power nowhere to be found. Just name it. And every day you come out with pockets of complaint that you met a whole lot of mess on the ground. Bros, even when you leave, if another person comes, you will still meet the mess. You don't understand. Anybody that comes, even after you, even your own APC member, if anybody wins the election in 2019, who happens to be an APC, he will still meet a whole lot of mess. The mess is not something you can single-handedly come and tell us that you will clean up. You've cleaned up the NNPC, give us fuel.
Fuel.
That is just it.
Do you know they said the subsidiaries are not making profit? Last week it was equally said that no dollar amount has come into the government coffers from the petroleum. It has been Naira fund, no dollar fund. A lot of things that came on board.
So is that an excuse?
Well, whatever the excuse will be. But I think that before we wrap up this segment, that in as much as we know it's bad, trust me, I am yet to find how to get fuel. My tank is down. I actually censor my movements seriously, just like every other Nigerian is censoring their movements seriously. Let's just be positive. Depression is one thing that can come in at any point in time. It can knock you off at any point. And trust me, with the lifestyle we live in Nigeria, it takes one who is highly spirited not to be depressed. Whatever it is that we're going through, make sure you're not depressed. Make sure you don't get angry unnecessarily. Your health is wealth. Protect it as much as you can. Enjoy the season while it lasts, and trust me, all of this will pass. We've been through tougher times. This will pass. All right,
Pastor Lucy talking there, all this will pass. We've been through tougher times. You know, she's always in and out of ministry and all of that. All right, we'll be right back after this very short break. Please stay tuned to New Day on PTV.
My name is Chris.
I'm Aisha Bello.
Mohamed Aishat.
Afambo Amaka Joy Ugbo.
John Okwoli.
My name is Osam. I come from Okpokumi of Owan East of Edo State.
Borno State. I'm from Kano State.
Bonye Delta.
I'm from Benue State.
I'm from Imo State, Nigeria.
Kenneth music number one.
Eje, get me eje. Adami. Oya boke deke. Oya vino. Oh yeah, Baba. Okay now.
Just hold on and be strong. It won't be long. It will be alright.
When I woke up this morning, looking at myself, it be like say I'm shining. See the blessings multiplying, just like the birds in the sky. I'm flying, so divining. We inclining. Take it from me, I see good things are piling. It be okay. Coming one day, make we stay cool and keep smiling. Hey. No retreat, no surrender. Don't you give up, don't fight, you're a winner.
Easy, it's gonna get easy.
Hey. Don't you back down, people stand up. If you know you go win, put your hands up.
Easy, it's gonna get easy.
Hey.
Just hold on.
Strong. It won't be long. It go be alright. Just hold on and be strong. It won't be long. It's gonna be alright. Anyone talk say you know go make 'em alive. Hey, on them make you get up for your glory. Just try. Hey, no forget, say na Baba God give you this life. So no let anything to stop you from going so high. See, it doesn't matter what you do or what you into. You have to believe in yourself and be true.
Easy, it's gonna get easy.
So don't forget where you're coming from and where you are going. No pain, no gain, keep going.
Easy, it's gonna get easy. Just hold on
and be strong. It won't be long. It will be alright. Just hold on and be strong. It won't be long. It's gonna be alright.
Stand up for something. Don't let your doubting stop you moving. It's not easy, I'm not pretending. To tell you the truth, it takes a lot to work in. So I stand in front of you and say, don't give up, cause you will make it one day. Cause quitters never win and the winners never quit. If you try and you fail, don't be shy of defeats. Cause it takes a lot of courage to keep on moving. So stand up on your feet, your mistakes don't repeat. Instead you learn from it, rise up, goddamn it. Hey. It's too Baba and Joel, yo. We don't talk our own, yo. If you like Okay now.
All of us na Nigerians, all of us know what we're supposed to do to make sure say that peace and unity go there. That's why me I always dey talk say if all of us come together, unity, peace, we get one Nigeria. Na so e be.
Oh yeah now, shout out to my one and only. Now you be my hello bam, in came your one in a million. Shout out to my baby honey, now you be my girl you. They me your one in a billion. Aliman lo lọ́wọ́, ṣùgbọ́n àlàáfíà. Aliman nílé lórí o, ayé wa dùn lóyìn. Aliman lo lọ́wọ́, ṣùgbọ́n nífọ̀kànbalẹ̀ o. Aliman nílé lórí o, òrèǹté no dey complain o. Ẹ bá mi kí o òrèǹté o, òrèǹté o. Ṣálá tún bá òrèǹté o, òrèǹté o. Ẹ bá mi kí o òrèǹté o, òrèǹté o. Ṣálá tún bá òrèǹté o, òrèǹté o. Ẹ bá mi kí o òrèǹté, òrèǹté. Ìyàwó mi lòrèǹté. Dorobuchi dey toast you. You tell am say you no do, say you no go leave me. Ọmọge tó lóyà, bébí mi tó ṣọ́ọ̀jù, say you no go leave me. Aliman ló lọ́wọ́ o, ṣùgbọ́n alálàáfíà. Aliman nílé lórí o, ayé wa dùn lóye. Aliman ló lọ́wọ́ o, ṣùgbọ́n nífọ̀kànbalẹ̀ o. Aliman nílé lórí o, òrèǹté no dey complain o. Ẹ bá mi kí o òrèǹté o, òrèǹté o. Ṣálá tún bá òrèǹté o, òrèǹté o. Ẹ bá mi kí o òrèǹté o, òrèǹté o. Ṣálá tún bá òrèǹté o, òrèǹté o. Ẹ bá mi kí o òrèǹté, òrèǹté. Ìyàwó mi lòrèǹté. Òrèǹté o. Òrèǹté o. Ó yá dá. Òrèǹté o. Òrèǹté. Òrèǹté o. Ẹ bá mi kí òrèǹté. Ìyàwó mi lòrèǹté. Adéọlá lòrèǹté. Òrèǹté o. Bọ́lá Títò lòrèǹté o. Òrèǹté o. Ọ̀pẹ́yẹmí lòrèǹté. Òrèǹté o. Ọmọ dada lòrèǹté mi. Òrèǹté o. Ẹ bá mi kí òrèǹté. Òrèǹté. Ìyàwó mi lòrèǹté. Ẹ bá mi kí òrèǹté o. Òrèǹté o. Yàrá tún máa òrèǹté o. Òrèǹté o. Ẹ bá mi kí òrèǹté o. Òrèǹté o. Ọmọ dada lòrèǹté mi. Òrèǹté o. Ẹ bá mi kí òrèǹté. Òrèǹté. Ìyàwó mi lòrèǹté.
All right, Lucy, you can't change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sail to get to your destination.
Of
That's
course.
quite touching.
That's very deep. You can't change it. Yes, just like they say, you can't stop the bird from flying over your head, but you can stop it from perching. And no one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Yeah, that's very true. So no matter what the forest situation is saying,
I'm pushing on.
Yeah, we are pushing on. We are adjusting our sail. The most
If they
important
like,
thing is
let
that
them make
we'll
us
get to
queue
our
for. If
destination.
they like, let them make us queue for
We'll
1
be
week.
there,
We'll buy the
we'll
fuel
queue
and we will go.
Oh
Keep
my
going
God,
forward.
We'll move on.